If you're looking for land in southern Missouri, we've got 13 properties for sale with owner financing, guaranteed, no credit checks or income verification. Just make the down payment and start using the property immediately. What you're looking at right here is our southern Missouri page. There's a link. Click on the link and you can see all of these properties. Our inventory does change daily. So we might have 15, we might have 10 when you look. It just depends on what we have in stock at the time. But if you're looking for land in southern Missouri, go ahead and click the link and come check it out. So heading over to the map, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of 6 properties that might be of interest, but keep in mind we've got more. So what we're looking at, I drew a rectangle on this map to kind of show you we've got property as far east as Gainesville, so over to Bull Shoals Lake on the northern side of Bull Shoals. So all the property we have right now is north of the Missouri-Arkansas border. We've got property closer over to Branson, and then of course we've got property over on Table Rock Lake. We've got some Lakeview properties, and we've got some stuff that's a little more rural, a little bit of something for everyone. So why should you have any interest in this at all? And just so you know, if you're looking at this from northern Missouri or from Kansas or from Oklahoma or Arkansas, this is where we're at. So we're south of St. Louis and Kansas City. We're north of Little Rock and Fort Smith and Arkansas, and we're east of Tulsa and southeast from Kansas. So zooming back in, but real quick, why should you have any interest in owning a piece of property down near Table Rock Lake and Bull Shoals? Well, there is a ton to do down at Table Rock Lake. You're talking Silver Dollar City, Table Rock State Park. I mean, you name it, there is a absolute ton to do. We can just go check out the things to do. And some of this might be of interest if you have kids like me. The Butterfly Palace and Rainforest Adventure is awesome. You've got Dogwood Canyon if you like to hike. You've got all types of roller coasters, shows, caves. But for those guys out there, the main attraction is definitely going to be the fishing. I mean, just check this out as we kind of scroll through here and look at some of the fish that people are catching down at Table Rock and in Bull Shoals and in that area. So you've got multiple lakes to fish if you head down there. The Ozark Anglers, that's a popular group, and you can kind of check out some. I want to show you the one. Check out that. You can see a lot of kids fishing. Wow, look at that. There's a 140-pounder not world record, but I believe that was, largest fish in Missouri history on Table Rock Lake. So that's pretty cool. Just to give you guys an idea of the quality of fishing down there. So whether you want a property for just to bring your RV and fifth wheel, or if you want to build a home with lake views, we've got multiple properties. So starting from the east, let's go ahead and zoom in. And we'll zoom on into this property here. You can see we're not far from the water. And you can see it's on Pine Hollow. We can switch, and I have maps of all of these individual properties. This is a 7.17 acre property in Taney County. And you can see it's on Pine Hollow. And the cool part about this property, see how close you are to the water? Check out the views, because this property sits up on a ridge. And this one I can almost guarantee won't last long once this video goes out. Sorry, when I switch to 3D view, it zooms all the way out so I get a full picture of all 6 properties. But I wanted to show you this property here. And the cool part is on our website, every single property has a map like this, so you can actually get a good idea of what type of views you have. But you can see, I mean, it's pretty cool. This property sits up on this ridge, and you've got views directly this way. You've got views directly that way. In almost all directions, you've got some pretty cool views and surroundings. So let's just switch back to looking north. So this is looking north. So you can see this property here, and if you looked out your back window, that'd be a great view. So if you were looking from the water at the property, you can see here, So you can see how these people are building up on the ridge, and this property lines the road, so you could build up here on this ridge and be looking out over the water, build a little lake cabin or boat storage, whatever you wanted. So let's head back out, and I'll pause and find the next property here. All right, next property is just east of Branson, and it's actually in Forsyth. It's 4 properties next to each other in a pretty well-established community here. So you can see these are all single-family homes that have been built in this area. And you can see there's some vacant land that still has not quite been built on. We've got 4 properties together. I think this measures, 4.15 acres for $15,000 total. So that's a really, really, really good wholesale cash price for acreage, large buildable lots in Taney County. So that's one there. We can zoom back out, and let's head over west to the next one. So you can see here's Lake Taneycomo, and then we can follow that on over and head on over here to Table Rock. And now we've got our final 4. Let's check out this one here to the north first. So we're southeast from Cape Fair. This is a 3.37 acre property. I have Google Street View, so you can actually almost like drop yourself on Highway Y here and view this property. There's a little red gate. You can use this gravel drive here as reference when you go look, but there's a little red gate right here that leads to this property, and this one's pretty cool, partially cleared. You could use this to do about anything you want. You can see the guy here has cleared most of his large property and put in boat storage and a single-family home. So you could do like a modular home or a single-family home, or just buy this property as an investment. We've got it pretty darn cheap, a wholesale cash price of $16,800 on that one. And then let's zoom back out and head closer down to the water. Let's check out this one here. This one's really cool because it kind of sits on a peninsula that juts out. I think they call this Peninsula Road. Peninsula Drive, actually, and you can see why. Check out that drive, that road that goes down, juts out into the lake. And we've got, this is a 1.57 acre building lot. And you can see here, nice homes built. It sits on Lunker Bass Lane. So obviously, if you're a fisherman, there's a reason why they call these streets and name them after some fish. Let's go take the 3D tour here. So here we go. Here's the 3D tour. You can see the peninsula that juts out, which is really cool. And zooming in, we're looking north here. So then if we rotate and look south, you can see, so here's the property here. This is the neighbor. And I know the parcel boundary gets a little wonky, but that should give you a good idea of what you'd be looking at from this property. There's a view when you look a little further over to the east and to the west. So that's pretty cool with that property, lake views and everything. Let's go get the next one. We'll zoom in. So here's that peninsula here that we were just looking at, and we'll zoom in over here to a new part of the lake. And this sits up on a ridge as well. So you can see here what you'd kind of get a feel for what you'd be looking at the top of this street. So if you look, here's kind of going down the road. So you can see how people are building up on this ridge. And the reason they're doing so is because they have views like that. So there you go. That'd be a nice little home site or cabin site, and you're looking out over the water like that. This actually, because if you look, when we rotate, you can see the elevation. See how this slopes down to the water and into this little cove? No one's building there. That's for a reason. That's very steep, flows down into the water, and that's why people are building on this side here. So that this property is available. And let me just see what we got. That is an 8.1 acre property for $34,400. and it's 1,000 feet up above the water, so you should have some nice views from that one. And heading over west, see another one right here. I believe this is the 5. Here you go. Zoom back into this one. So you can see this one. You might have some lake views from this one. It's hard to tell. You'd probably have to check it out. You are sitting up pretty high. Not sure if you would be able to see in this direction from the property, but I think you'd probably see down to this cove. You can see it's pretty low down here, and you're kind of up on this ridge. So, and you can see, so this is the main road right up here, and this is a gravel drive that has been put in for this single family home, and this parcel just sits down that gravel drive and sits right here. So this one's available too, and I really just wanted to make this video to show you, some of the types of properties that we have in the area. Like I said, we've got 13 right now. We've got literally another 200 that we're reviewing and seeing if they fit our acquisition criteria. If they do, we'll buy them. We'll make them available with owner financing. We'll get the pictures, maps, all types of stuff so that it's very easy for you to make a decision, browse a lot of properties at once. So be sure to come to our website, check out the properties we've got. We've got everything from 1 acre. Here's a 10 acre in Ozark County. Here's a 4, a 5, an 8.1, a 7.17. We've got an off-grid property over in Texas County, which is much further east. We've got this property's under contract, but this is a 1 acre building lot, literally like 900 feet from the water at Table Rock. So we've got a lot to pick from right now, but more coming soon. Be sure to check it out. If you have questions, please call 855-995-4798. That's going to ring to our sales office, and Matt, myself, or someone on our team should be able to help you out. Talk to you soon.